A new sign ordinance in Charlotte County in Punta Gorda sparking a debate over whether it's even constitutional. The new ordinance bans any signs in public places that have indecent language.
The city tells me so far it's cited 8 people under the new ordinance. Massey tells me he's now looking for a lawyer so he can sue the city.
Wrong. What's going on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok? It's Gary Snow, the People's Patriot. And Fox 4 News did a report. They're talking about the upcoming Fuck Biden protest that's going to be happening Friday in Punta Gorda. And they reported that so far 8 people have been issued the citations for the city ordinance against indecent signs. Well, that's just not true. There have been 8 citations issued, but not 8 people. Only 5 people so far. But if you want the truth, you're going to have to find out for yourself. So far, 8 citations have been issued. And we're going to get into this as far as who's making the complaints on these citations. So on a Monday, we have the gentleman who was on Fox 4, Richard Massey. He's a resident of Sebring, so he drives 2 hours to come out here and do his protesting. If you look at Richard's Facebook page, he's very pro-Trump, pro-police. But if you look at his YouTube channel, Pigman Videos, he's very anti-police. He's another one of these First Amendment auditors. He's just not as popular or active as Andrew Sheets is. But if you look at his YouTube channel, Pigman Videos, basically he's referring to pig as in the police. He's just anti-cop. So this has got nothing to do with Biden flags. This is all about these First Amendment auditors. This is all about their hate and dissent for our police officers. And they want to come out here and they want to try to provoke a reaction, and they want to sue the city. So this is not only for YouTube popularity, for likes and clicks and shares, and a chance for them to say, hey, send in a donation. Here's my PayPal. Please donate. Help me, continue my First Amendment auditing. On Monday, Andrew Sheets and Richard Massey went to City Hall to do a protest. Andy didn't go inside because, of course, Andy is trespassed from City Hall. Richard went inside, and the only person that made a complaint was the city official who works at City Hall. They made a complaint because, I don't know about you, but if I'm working somewhere, I don't want some guy coming in with a sign that says fuck this or fuck that, filming, which has already been banned in Punta Gorda because of Ian McGuire. I don't know if anybody knows who Ian is. Hate the State YouTube channel has been taken down because Ian right now is serving a 5-year prison term in the federal prison. So Ian McGuire was trespassed from every government facility in Punta Gorda because of his ongoing protesting for his dissent against our law enforcement officers. So Ian chose to go to the farmer's market in Punta Gorda, and he triggered an old woman, and Ian started to go to the farmer's market every week, targeting the same woman because he was using the First Amendment as a shield for his harassment. And eventually the woman filed a restraining order. Ian broke that restraining order, started to mail sex toys, a dead cat to this woman's house and her work, started making threats to her and her family. Eventually the FBI got involved. Ian's serving 5 years in federal prison. So far, that's 2 people. The complaint was made by a city official. On Wednesday, Andrew Sheets decided to go to the Charlotte County Tax Collector's office in Punta Gorda. I don't know if he's trespassed from that facility, but more than likely he is, as he stayed outside. And the government official, whoever was working at the tax collector's office, called and made that complaint. It's 3. On Saturday, Andy Sheets went out to the farmer's market in Punta Gorda, and somebody called in the complaint. I put in for the records request on that. We'll find out who made that complaint. But this is what Andy does. He goes out there every Saturday to a peaceful, family-friendly farmer's market, stands on the corner, and Hilary Massey said that she supports Andy's right to stand on the corner and scream, fuck the police, as loud as he can. Hilary supports that. Problem is, Andy doesn't stand on the corner and just say, fuck the police. He wears a shirt that says, fuck the police. But Andy likes to target private citizens who walk by, and he engages with them. And if somebody says anything back to Andy, he calls him a Trump cop-sucking fascist Nazi cunt. I hope you die like the Jews, you bastard bitch. Fuck, he says it all. So people with their kids have to walk by Andy And Andy just fully engages with them, and that's his right. That's his First Amendment right. But he does this. He's a repeat offender. He uses the First Amendment as a shield to push his anti-police propaganda. And if you support Trump, or if you support the police, he's going to call you a Trump cop-sucking fascist bootlicker, fucking die like the Jews, you cunt. He doesn't care if you're there with your kids. He doesn't care if you're there with your wife. Andy likes to terrorize the citizens who want to go out to the farmer's market and enjoy a peaceful Saturday. But now they got this asshole they have to deal with. This is why the city ordinance was passed. So Andy Sheets got I think that was his $200 fine. That was his third offense. We're going to move on to Korry Taberner. I believe this is DJ Tabs. DJ just blocked me from the Facebook Fuck Biden event after I tried to tell them the truth about this city ordinance. These constitutionalists, I fully support their right to defend their First Amendment rights. They believe this is unconstitutional. It might be. The lawyer said that this is unconstitutional, but they're willing to fight it because, and I talked to somebody about this, they are at the end of their ropes with dealing with Andrew Sheets. They are there for the citizens of Punta Gorda who have to deal with Andy on a weekly basis. And they're going to leave it up to a higher court to make that decision. They are going to leave it to somebody else. Somebody else is going to be a moderator. A higher official, a different court system is going to make that decision. So this is what they've done. So Korry went out. It says Sunday, but I believe this was Friday. Korry went out there, and you know who filed the complaint on Korry? DJ Tabs? That's right, Andrew Bryant Sheets. Let's move on to the next one. Hilary Massey and Sherry Bass. This was on this past Monday. So we all know I just did the video on Hilary. She did some Facebook Live videos and said that she was out there on Sunday. No problem. Nothing was bothering her. Nobody bothered her. Nobody was filing any complaints. She did a couple Facebook Live videos, and in every Facebook Live video, she tagged Andrew Bryant Sheets. You know who called in and filed a complaint against Hilary and her friend Sherry? That's right, Andrew Bryant Sheets. We'll move on to the next one, the last one. Monday as well, Richard Massey from Sebring came back out, went to City Hall again, and the city official filed a complaint, and he was issued his first $100 fine. So far we have not 8 people, just 5 people had been issued. Only 2 of them were issued their second or third offense, which is $100 to $200. And the only people that are making complaints are city officials and Andrew Bryant Sheets. No private citizen, nobody who you think is getting offended by your fuck Biden or your fuck Trump signs are filing any of these complaints. It's only Andrew Bryant Sheets and city officials. Sorry, that's just the truth.